Okay, here we go. Bout number 2. This guy is a tall French gripper. Now he's moving around a bit. Nice. What happened there? Let's find out. You continue forward while he drops low. Yeah. Nothing to say about that one. I thought it was fine. He's not really accelerating his hand at this point, so you continuing forward gives you an advantage in overall position. And you reach him before he's able to reach you. So you're heading the tempo. Oof. Why'd that happen? Alright, I think this is probably why that happened. You're beginning whatever you're doing from about this far away. That's almost an entire length of that. Whatever that distance could be, 1.5 meters, I think. So I'm not going to say this is a terrible place to start, but you're fleshing, and fleshes are usually a close distance action. I think you might be just a little bit too far away, especially since he backs up. Then you scoop up at him as you flesh. And you can see right now, like, you're clearly out of distance on this action because he's moving backwards. Like, if he'd not moved, it would have been fine, but because he's bouncing back with you, as you begin the flesh, he displaces his mask just enough. Like, from here, the touch is going to happen right about where my mouse is, this fold of fabric. Because he steps back, he's just moved himself outside of your full extension range, which is right to that fold. And he's got about a half step there of additional distance to react during. And what does he do? He ducks a little bit and sticks his arm out. And he gets you. A little bit out of distance. Or if you prefer, arguably you're a little bit behind tempo because you haven't caught him in between things. Oh, damn. That's just a straight up good toe touch. He lunges, his arm comes out. I think there's even a little bit of acceleration there. And he manages to just nab you before you're able to get your foot out of the zone. Look how big your retreat is. Your foot's starting here, right by this line. And half step forward, he goes. So we're right by the line, and now we're all the way back here, and your forward foot doesn't begin to move backwards until your back foot has hit the ground. I think your retreat might be a little bit large. I think a smaller retreat there would have served you better. Also, look at this distance. If you had avoided that, he has enough space here, because your full arm extension would go to about there, I guess. He has enough space there on his pushback to recover to bring his blade around and do a bind or something. So yeah, I'm really convinced that that retreat is a little bit too large. Possibly it was a panic response to him going low line. Alright, both of you guys are probing. I like that action from you. I think that's not bad. You stay in control there a little bit more. There we go. Have a look at it. Yeah, you begin your flesh. Look at where his feet are. He pushes off his back foot. He's probably looking to do a crossover backwards. Yep. And you're able to hit him as he collapses into this rather awful posture to be in. So I think you got him flat-footed there, and that's really good. He should have retreated with proper form. I think it would have paid off for him. he would have been less likely to get hit. Also, interestingly, that was one of the few times that you came forward with a flesh directly to target. Here you're doing the same thing to him that you did on the last touch. Only difference is that, let's check this out. You do this step forward, he reacts, look how his legs are moving, he's bouncing back a little bit, tiny step. And then you do your flesh, he's still continuing backwards. You're pressing him forward, he's expanding or looking to expand distance as you collapse it with your flesh. So he pulls his target back, just out of your reach again. And you keep going after him, you chase. He extends, he's a guy with a French grip who looks taller than you, and you get a double. I think that's pretty expected to happen there. You might have wanted, from about this point where you're landing on the ground again, instead of switching into a full lunge there, or continuing straight to target, I think you needed to look for an opportunity to do one of those big circular binds that you like to do. Here would have been the moment for it. Pulled him off target. He's a French gripper. He would have been weak. I think you would have held that, and if you're otherwise continue straight, I think that could have been a one light. All right, you just jump in with your arm back. So you're searching, 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 searching. He sticks his arm out. He hits you. Way too close. You're not following your tip. You're not prepping, you're not looking for reactions. Looks like you're trying to force something. He's caught onto that game now. He's wizened up to it, and he's going with these probes and counterattacks to your close targets. There's nothing wrong with him not moving. Not my favorite way to do things, but maybe it draws something. You don't fall for it though, so that's good. Oh, look at that! You did that same prep where you come up into your four again. So you can find it right there. Right, like what happens when he extends here? If he had, I think you get hit because your arm is back, and you're going to be forced to do a big action. But he doesn't react to it. And then you get this nice forward flesh. No complaints about that. He is well behind you in tempo. His extension is late. Scoot, scoot. That backwards jabby action. Oh, God, and you do it again. There it is. This is the second bout you've lost on that touch, isn't it? Off balance. Arm pointed at the toe. In a flesh position so you can't change direction or react to things. He wasn't flat-footed on that either. We can see it pretty clearly here. He's backing up. He's taking normal steps. And you just run in. And then on top of that, you overshoot. And he just pulls back and hits you. And you're in this posture like, what are you going to do? You've put everything on the line there. It doesn't work for you. Stop doing it. It's a really, really bad action for you. It's not succeeded once against any of these guys.